Okay, bowling report. Or is it? I don't know. It's something, but anyway, stay tuned. You'll find out. Bowling report would be that I haven't picked a ball in 3.5 months, I guess, almost 4 months, because we got finished on May 2nd, I think it was. It's a long time. Today, as this recording is on August 22nd, so it's a long time. I've been to the doctor a couple times on this tendonitis, and he wants to give me a cortisone shot. Well, if I decide to do it, and so far I haven't done that because I want to bowl first and see if the bowling, you know, aggravates his tendonitis any worse than it is. And to be honest with you, in these 3.5 months or so, I'm like 100% now, and my 100% is probably like 80% for most people because the tendonitis is still there, but it's a lot better than it was. I mean, a tremendously amount. Yeah, English is my second language, so you know. But anyways, um, so yeah, I don't want to get the cortisone shot until I feel like I actually need it. And I don't need it for work, and I don't need it. The weirdest part about it is typing on the computer is the thing that aggravates my arm the worst, which it's almost funny, but I guess that's pretty common. Okay, so that's about the bowling. Well, I'll tell a little more about the bowling report. Um, as far as I know right now, we're still bowling in Glassboro on Monday nights. But here's the thing. Two people, as far as I've heard over the last 2 days, two people that, especially one of them that was definitely not bowling again this coming season, might be bowling, which always humors me. And that's why when people were grumbling and talking negatively back in May about coming back, I just pretty much kept my mouth shut because I know from May to September minds change. I see it happen every year. The other person, with some rule changes in the league that might help benefit some of the lower teams like ours, was possibly going to come back, but not sure about it and all that. So the last I've heard, he's pretty much coming back. So I really don't. I haven't spoken to him in person. This is what I'm hearing, and so then somebody else was asking me if I want to be the fourth person in the four-man league at Kingpin on Monday nights, and I was like, well, I'm committed to Glassboro. As far as I know, I'm bowling Glassboro, but we'll see. I'll let you know. And then 2 days later, after that, the same person was talking to somebody else I saw on Facebook and said, no, they're not even going to bowl at all at Kingpin Monday night. So we'll see how that flip flops 4 or 5 times in the next week. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. And then the Mousetrap League, Mousetrap Lanes, for those who don't know, I know it's interesting name and it's kind of fun. But the three-man scratch league is trying to get back together on Tuesday nights. Well, naturally, my team that I had before, we can't come back for various sad and other reasons, but so we cannot come back. And then I was talking to the same person, this Kingpin Monday night person, and they have a team, but they want me to bowl as a fourth for when somebody can't make it, which is good for me because I really don't want to bowl on both of my days off, Mondays and Tuesdays. That's too much for me. But every once in a while, somebody can't make it. Yeah, I'll sub. That's not a problem. So as far as I know, right now, regular Monday night at Glassboro and maybe subbing a few times at Mousetrap, which is good. Okay, now for topic number 2. They call me number 2. don't tell anybody. That's our secret. But anyway, as some of you may or may not know, I have hooked up with an online company, let's just say, a technology company, an online technology company that I'm actually very excited to be involved with. And this is not said lightly. For about maybe 6, 7, 8 years, I don't know. I've been looking online to see if I could find something that matches my personality, matches me, online, and to try to make money, and also that I think would be a good match, like ethically and all that. And I believe I found that company. Now, I've mildly been interested in 2 or 3 things in the past, but in the end, I just didn't feel they were a match for me. And so, for me to actually find this company, Hodo Global, it's called, HODO. In Greek, it means the journey. Hodo Global, um, what you see is what you get. I didn't say I was smart. I never did say that. But anyway, so I've been putting out, uh, once in a while, some little, promotional things out on Facebook. Okay. What's happened is there's somebody, I won't mention any names or anything, somebody who is like convinced themselves, and I can't even fathom this, but convinced themselves that there's a hacker hacking my account and pretending to be me, and doing this. And I'm here to tell you, there's no hacker. It's me. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. I am doing this. And that's it. It's very simple. Okay, and so about a week ago, I liked this post that somebody in this involved with this company, had put out on Facebook. And what I did, I tagged a bunch of people, to take a look at this post. And immediately, this other person that thinks it's a hacker, made comments on the post that said, everybody that's tagged, report this person. This person cannot possibly be Christopher Bear. I can't either because I look weird at all times. But why? He says Christopher Bear would never do this. It's spammy. It's scammy. It wasn't spammy or scammy. I wasn't putting any links out for people to click. I was wanted people to see something that I thought made a lot of sense. Well, what happened was I immediately contacted this person on Messenger and said, I would hate to delete your comments and all that because it just doesn't make any sense to me. And immediately they either blocked or unfriended me. I couldn't talk to them anymore, which is so irrational. I can't even believe it. But whatever floats your boat. I can't convince people of anything they don't want to be convinced about. It's just I'm too old for that. It's just let them be. But if they're happy with themselves, then God bless them, because good for them. So my point right now is, and I don't like doing videos like this. I'm comfortable in a bowling alley because that's something I'm good at. I'm in my comfort zone there. Doing something like this, do I look comfortable? So my point is here, it's me, it's no hacker, and any person that might have been contacted by this other person saying don't pay attention is a hacker, bull ticky. It's me. I would not be spreading this opportunity if it wasn't actually. I'm excited about it. It's tremendous. It's tremendous, and uh, you know, it's in a phase right now where I'm allowed to sign people up for a free look at it. Totally free. It's going to last about a week or so, maybe a little more. We don't have an exact date yet where we're going to move into phase two, which phase two is where they're going to actually start taking credit cards and the people that actually want to take action are going to put their credit cards in and get into this thing. But at right now, you get a free positioning, which is huge. Uh, and let me talk about positioning for a second. Let me ask you this. If you had a chance to be in early position, maybe when Facebook started, or Microsoft, or even Bitcoin, I mean, would you like to go back and get yourself in at the very beginning? If you had if you were a wizard and could do such things, duh, duh. Well, I'm giving you that chance now. I'm not saying this is going to be a Microsoft or a Bitcoin or a Facebook or whatever. I'm saying that after 6, 7, 8 years of looking for things, I found what I want to put my put. Wait a minute. Put my flag on. I want my flag. I don't have a flag, but I want to put my flag on it. This thing I believe in. I believe in the people that are both distributing it, the master distributor, and I believe the owners. I've talked to them personally on Facebook. Okay, I don't know what else to say, but I can't convince the person that doesn't want to be convinced. I'm just saying the purpose of this video is to say that it's not a hacker, so don't believe that. It's me. If you want in, you still got time to be in. At the time when they start phase two, if you've already looked at it, if you go in, looked at it, don't want to be in, don't do anything. Don't put your credit card in. That's all. But here's what I'm saying. If you happen to need a couple extra dollars a month, or a couple extra $100 or $1,000 or $10,000, the comp plan goes up to $30,000 a week plus overrides. So just think about that for a second. If you were willing to work for it, and nothing's for free. You got to work for it. You got to, you know, it's like anything else. But excuse me. Um, Here's the difference. If you want to look at it, and if you happen to like it, the sky's the limit. Guarantee? No, never a guarantee. Who knows what you're gonna do? Who knows what you're not gonna do? Who knows what kind of time you have? I don't think this is going to be extremely time consuming, but the people who put in more time are going to probably see more benefits. But anyway, if you wanted to look at this thing, you'd be under me. I'd be a helper, not a herder. I'd be able to put you into the Facebook group so you can look at ask questions, look at webinars, look at just a lot of information that is very helpful. Okay, so let me kind of sum it up like this. If you're not interested in taking a look, perfectly fine. I understand. I get stuff in email all the time wanting me to take a look at stuff, and I just delete, or I just don't look and do nothing about it. I understand that. But if you are one of those people that might have thought, well, he's being hacked. I've been told he's being hacked. No, I'm not. I'm into this big time, and the rewards for this thing are potentially huge. And so if you were worried that maybe it was true, I was being hacked, and you were afraid to even get involved and look at this, no, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Everything's fine. Everything's good. And like I've said before, if you want to sign up, take a look at it, and then never do anything with it. Never put your credit card info in when they start taking credit cards. Don't. I expect probably, I don't know. They say maybe up to 50% of the people that are in now taking a look at it will never put their credit cards in. I don't know how true that is. I don't know what the stats are. I'm not an expert, but I'm trying to learn and get to be an expert. So, okay, I am not being hacked. That's the most important thing I can tell you. All right. Private message me if we're on Facebook, if you want to get in and take a look at this. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put my link in the description, and take a look. And if you do, if you are on YouTube, and click the link, the join button is on the upper right, and I can get you right in to take a look at something really, really, really interesting. We are tapping into an 8.1 trillion dollar industry, and that's only the first thing we're getting into. We'll get into more, and they've got a blueprint 2-3 years in advance of what they're going to get into, and so think about this. Okay, bye.